All right, welcome. Thanks for joining us today for another full body fitness workout. Just coming to a standing posture, sort of moving around a little bit. So this is gentle movements, maybe gently bounce on your legs, bend your knees. So we're just getting the joints sort of awakened, letting our body know that we're going to be moving some more, strengthening. Jess was saying strength and cardio. And so feeling this in the legs. We're just using some of these big muscles to just get them used to interacting. Maybe big circles with your hips, your shoulders, and still with a little bit of a bounce. Not quite so dramatic as before, but still a little bit of a bounce if that works for you. Coming to stillness, and then just big circles with the shoulders. Kind of lean into it, but again, not leaning as far as you can, not pulling your shoulders up as much as you can. We're just really moving this complicated shoulder girdle. Coming to stillness, now going in the other direction. Coming to stillness, and then just swinging the arms, swinging overhead, swinging back and forth, even bending with that, keeping the knees bent. So you can see how Jessie is doing that. This is a move that she often uses when we're doing these power moves. So again, just kind of getting these joints loosened up. And then one arm at a time, a couple of circles and in one way, going back. And just really pay attention to your body. Like I know I have shoulder pain, but if I stay kind of in the midline, it's not so bad. It's going the other direction.
You can also bend your arm at the elbow. That kind of shortens the.
Right, yeah. You can bend at the elbow. You can put your hand on the shoulder and just move the elbow. So finding what works for you. I even find that sometimes rotating my hand, if I take one hand back, if I put my thumb up, it works better. So, just kind of playing around with that. Moving your hands, your arms, flapping these little joints. Big hands and fists. And then again, coming back to the legs, just sort of moving, bending a little bit, moving the knees, the ankles, moving forward a little bit. So just some of the moves, again, that we're used to doing in these classes. Letting your weight move from foot to foot. Maybe picking the knees up a little bit. We'll do slow marches. Letting your knee come across the body. And then coming to stillness, lifting one heel and just turning your foot around one way and then the other. And then the other foot, lifting the heel, turning circles one way and then the other. And then as we're getting ready to work out, just coming to an upright posture and taking your hands to the base of your head. It's sort of an isometric move. So you're going to push forward on the head with your hands, push back on your hands with your head. Just for a couple of seconds and let go. Do that one more time. That really kind of strengthens these muscles in the back of the neck. Tuck your chin in a little bit. So those are two things that you can do to help protect your neck when we do this. Coming to a seated posture, and we'll do a couple of quick moves just to tighten up the belly. Because again, keeping the stomach strong is one of the most important things we can do to protect our low back. So with your hands on your thighs, just pushing your elbows toward your legs with your torso and pushing them back with your hands. So you're actually not going to move very much, but feeling this in the arms and in your stomach. Really feeling the muscles in your stomach that are engaged here. Letting your face be relaxed. And then letting go. It's coming up. And again, this is going to be mostly the muscles in the middle of the belly. Once again. Pressing shoulders forward, pushing them back. Also feel the muscles in the upper arms. But you don't need your jaw. You don't need your forehead. Go, coming back. Just taking a breath. And then we're going to work on the obliques. So one hand on the opposite knee and the same thing, pushing one shoulder down, pushing that opposing shoulder toward the knee and pushing it back. And the feeling not only in the shoulder area, but in the side, the oblique muscles, the stomach, the sides of the abdominal muscles. Relaxing. Sitting upright, just feeling these muscles start to engage. Do this one more time. Letting your face be relaxed, letting the other arm be relaxed. Letting go of that, coming back. And just notice how the body is with this. You know, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. This in itself is a little bit of a workout, even though don't seem to be getting anywhere. But shoulder to the leg, pushing it back. Again, feeling the shoulder engaged, the muscles on the side of the abdomen engaged, letting go, sitting back up. And once again. Coming back. Coming back. And again, letting your belly stay a little bit tight here. And while you're sitting here, extending your feet in front of you and sort of moving your feet, your legs. Just warming everything up. Okay, coming back to sitting here. And just noticing how it is inside. Paying attention to how your body feels. Okay, ready for Jessie.
Okay. So that tightness that you felt in your core when we were doing those isometric seated like that, that's how your center should be when we lift weights. So try to remember that feel. Try to remember that push, that pressure that you're putting on your core. It's going to protect your spine no matter if we're lifting overhead, if we're pushing forward. We don't want that to budge much, so keep it tight. All right, we're just going to take what Terry did, kick it up a notch, arms out straight, and let's just kick out to the front and rotate the top. turning the shoulder and the heads just a tad towards the direction you're aiming for with your hand to the opposite foot. Breathing, come straight back up in the center too. So turn, pop back up, turn. So 2 deliberate moves. As we get going, you can increase your own intensity by speeding up or adding more reps, however you make it your workout. We'll get 5 more seconds here. All right, let's get the chair behind us for a prop for our squats, for our sit to stands. Try to mimic everyday movements here so you get better and better at it and safer at it. We're going to stand straight up and then lift the arms to the side like a T. So nice and smooth, pushing through the heels. Remember that tightness of the core. Push and breathe. Little pause at the top, squeeze those shoulders, tighten those shoulder blades. 5 seconds. Good. All right, stay standing. We'll just do a shoulder move now. My arms are like a goalpost. So I'm going to turn the forearms down, keeping the elbows up, back up to the goalpost, and then come together with the forearms. If that's tough for people, that's okay. That's just a tightness. Just go as far as you can and keep practicing at it. So fold down with the forearms, back up to a goalpost, and then come together. The point is that we're engaging the chest, okay? And opening up the shoulder area. Keep a nice wide base of support for a stance. Stay strong and grounded throughout the whole exercise. That'll help a lot with fall risks. Let's get 1 more. Okay, back to the lower body. Let's try to work all angles, all directions, right? All body parts. Standing up nice and tall. Take a healthy step forward. Bend the front leg a little bit and then turn, okay? This is great for balance. Step, squeeze those feet into the floor, and a little twist. Going at your own pace. Activate those front thigh muscles and your glutes. You can keep your glutes from wobbling, from your hips from wobbling by tightening your core. Pushing down on your heel and keeping an upright posture, so eyes forward. I'm going to get 1 more each side. Got it. Let's get some modified jumping jacks. So we're not going to do any plyometrics. We're not going to hop it down off the floor, but we want to tap. You don't have to go all the way overhead if your shoulders bother you. You can just make that T again. But we're going side to side, opening up the hips. Remember the strong core. Keep that pressure on your belly. Feel it against your shirt. Five seconds. Heart rate should be going up a little bit, maybe break a sweat. That'll help a lot in preventing injury. Okay, let's get our hinges. Okay, the normal hinge is both feet flat and then your hips go back. I'm going to modify that for you guys a little bit because you guys are getting better and better every week. You can always do the original way too. If the one I just showed you, if the next one I show you is a little too challenging. Split the stance a little. Have one heel out to the front, toes up. Now get your hinge. Now let your hips go back. Okay, so try that and then go up overhead. Now switch feet, heel out to the front, hips go back. Keep this back straight, don't go far. Come up nice and tall, feet together. Okay, so find your groove. May not be so graceful at first, but it gets better with time. Trust me, you'll feel a lot more confident on your feet with time, with practice. Because we're challenging it now in a safe room. I'm going to get one more side. Good. High knees, let's just march it out. We'll do this for about 20 more seconds. Hike those knees up, maybe past the belt line now that we're warm. Think about your posture. Think about digging those toes into the ground, pushing off, using that power from the hips. And then we'll get into some planks. 3, 2, last one, shake it out. We'll get our planks in and then get a drink of water and then move to the strength and cardio, okay? I'm on my toes, got all my joints lined up, ankles, knees, hips, and shoulders. I'm safely over my hands. I'm gonna pull in with the knee. I'm gonna stay on the same leg. So heel up and back, pause in the middle, start over. So again, two different and deliberate moves. Up, center, back, center. Breathe. Pull in that core, keep the hips from rocking. And we get one more and then switch feet. Shake it out a little bit, reset. Couple more. Good. Go ahead and walk it in. Shake it up. We'll do an upper body move. We'll do a twofer. We'll do a row and a bicep curl. So get in your plank, hang one straight arm down, pull elbow back, straighten it out, curl it up. Okay? Elbow back, arm straight, keep the elbow close to your rib cage and squeeze it up. So you'll notice there's a lot of strain on the other arm that's holding your whole body up while you do this. If you need to pull it in a little bit, just take some tiny steps forward, just to stay balanced. One more and then we'll switch arms. Transfer your weight. Squeeze those glutes. Breathe. One more. Good. Walk it in. Definitely shake it out. Lower body. So we'll get that nice balled up backside of your thighs, the hamstring group. Okay, so above your knee is a big thick muscle that helps you walk and bend and all that good stuff. So we're going to just lift one leg. We're going to stay on one leg and we're going to curl and squeeze. That feeling you did with Terry's seated exercises for abs. Push against it, feel it ball up. Pause for a second or two. Try to keep your knee pointed down at the floor. What I mean by don't be up here doing it. So kind of aim it towards the floor and then curl the heel back and up, like our butt kickers. I'm going to get 2 more. You'll feel it after enough of them. Shake it out, switch. Don't forget about the rest of your body, right? Keep those shoulders safely as close to over your hands as you can. Everything else is tight. The only moving part is your heel. One more. Ooh, nice, nice. Upper body, let's do those nice open T raises. So we're going to turn our hips and shoulders at the same time, watching the hand go up. Safely switch, twist on those toes, opening up the chest, breathing. I'm going to get these last front and back ones. Stay in your plank. We'll do some relaxation ones now. We'll start in the plank. We'll go back into a down doggish one like we do in our stretches at the end of our strength. But slowly roll back up. It's a flow. So we're gonna go one into another. Then dip the hips down. Open up the chest a little bit if you can. Come back to the center. Now dip to the side, middle, other side. So we'll do that one more time. Hips back on your heels, lifting the spine up. Slowly roll back into the plank. Nice and solid here. Now hips down, shoulders back. Take a breath, back to plank. Dip to one side, dip to the other side, back to the plank. Walk it in. Get your water. Get some weights. What are we gonna need? We're gonna need one weight for the first one. Okay. So watch me in slow motion first. This is such a power move. I'm not sure if you see how it goes. It all looks good from what I see, but I want to break it down a little bit. And most of you guys have seen this before. Let me do it from the side. Remember our hinge, right? Our hinge, our hips go back. We're going to do that. Then we're going to come right up the middle. See how my elbows out to the side, keeping my shoulder nice and packed. It's all close. Then right up overhead. So quickly it looks like that. So keep your arm close to your ear, keep everything. The point is to keep everything towards the middle. So a little pop, I even get on my toes. Using that core, if your core is super tight like we did in the beginning, no problem. Zip up the jacket, come up overhead. If it hurts you to go overhead, just come up to the front. It's okay. Just get moving. 5 more seconds so I can squeeze another 1 or 2 in. And we'll switch. We'll do 2 rounds of everything. So you'll see this again. Arm out to the side for balance. Pop up on your toes. Keep your arm close to your face. Halfway. So pace yourself. This is a big calorie burner. It moves every muscle in your body. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, last one. Okay. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead and watch the cardio. So hands together, feet together, open up, kick back, open up, kick back. So you're doing a seal clap and a butt kicker. Go at your own pace. You got 30 seconds to do it however you want. Almost the weekend, almost monsoon time. 10 more seconds. Rain gets me excited. 5, 4, 2, and shake it out. You guys know all know this one, I'm sure. You're gonna need 2 weights. Get the heart rate down just a tad before you start a new thing. Okay, 2 separate exercises, lower body and upper body. We do a lot of that. So remember our hinge. We're gonna go down. We're gonna pull our elbows back, straight, keep it close to the body, and then back out. So 2 parts, down and back, elbows, stand up nice and tall. So this is the one I was thinking that you guys might be able to go a little heavier on as you're getting stronger. Five seconds. Let's get one more. Up nice and tall, weights down. We'll do our ladder climb. Arms up overhead, straight. Let me do it from the side so you can see that I'm in the same plane. Knee goes up, opposite elbow goes down. touch your hands together, your fists together at the top. So when you come up, oops. Sorry. When you come up to the top, touch your hands together. So they're not out like this is what I'm saying. So it doesn't look like a V. Converge your fists. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Can't talk today. Let's get, you know what? I'm going to use really light weights on this one. Most of you have seen this too. I'm going to get my feet nice and wide. I'm going to pretend I'm sitting back in the chair. Arms go up, pull down, straight up. So from the side, the wider your feet, the better. Both arms up. So if it hurts you to go overhead like that, go ahead and just do it straight in front of you and do a little face pull, okay? I'm gonna get one more in. Okay, catch your breath here. We'll go into some skiers. So we'll go side to side with a little arm swing, feet are together, pop down, middle. So it's just a little side step with an arm swing. Eyes forward. Halfway. Five seconds. And last one. Good. We'll go upper body only this time. We'll go fairly light. You can even, let's all sit down for a second. I've got a couple of power moves in there. I don't want you guys to burn out. All right, nice and tall in the chair. It's just an upper body one. So very similar to our warm up. Push up, now pull back. The key to it is to keep your core as tight as they were when we did those isometric exercises. No teeter-tottering, no swinging. Elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades, push out, squeeze the chest. Just past halfway. Slow and controlled. 2, 3, pop it out. 3, 2, finish your rep. Okay, good. Move the chair. We'll go into some fast feet. So if you have, I don't have a line, I have a bar. If you have a line in your floor or some kind of marker to go simulate a little front toe tap, it's mostly for balance, little coordination. Now try to get your eyes forward, take them off the floor, and see how you do then. I'm going to fall on camera. Keep the butt down, stay in a little crouch. Nice wide base of support, so you're not falling side to side. And we'll go about 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Do that a few times a day. Your balance is going to get awesome. How about, we'll go side to side with some lunges. Nothing for upper body here. If you want to throw a bicep curl in, I don't care. But let's do a big hurdle to the side, knee up and out. Now go down into a lunge. Let's add a bicep curl to that. Let's do that. So you're going to step out to the side, lunge, bicep curl, back down. Step out, lunge down, bicep curl. get one more each side. Now that we finally got the hang of it, right? Good, good job. Side crunches. Got my wall by me to keep me safe. And I'm just gonna bring my knee towards my elbow. Okay, you can do it fast or slow. But I want this leg to be like a tree, rounded into the floor, supporting your body while you're moving the rest. Five seconds and we'll switch. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out a second. Nice and wide, on up. Touch your obliques, touch the side of your abs, right above your hips, right there. Feel that working? Pretty good. 5 seconds. 2, 1. You guys finish up. Let's take a little breather. We'll go through it again and add some stretches. Everybody doing okay? Good. Nice. Ready, boss? All right, one weight. We're gonna go right up the middle from a hinge, okay? Hips are going back, right up the middle. Pop up on your toes if you can. 30 seconds. That's halfway. Pace yourself, work out smartly. 3, 2, pop it up. Safely switch to the other side. Arm out for balance. Weight on your heels, pop it up. Perfect, perfect. You guys look awesome. 5 seconds, let's get 2 more in. Let's do it together. Nice, nice. We'll go into our butt kickers and our heel jack. So heel towards the butt, palms together, step to the side, kick back, open up. Pull in that belly button. Use this opportunity to stretch the chest. Keep those lungs open, keep your airway open. Little less than 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2. Oh, nice. Let's get on a chair or on a wall. And get our back and our backside stretch, we'll say. So your back and the backs of your thighs. If you really lean into it and lift your toes, you can feel it well in your calves. Just sink into it as you breathe. Put the weight on one side from one heel. Maybe let your hips fall to one side, then the other. Slowly walk it in. Wrap your mind around the next exercise. That's your hinge and your row. So 2 weights. I'm gonna go a little heavier. So my butt's gonna go back. My arms are gonna fall down. Pull, drop, stand. Okay, so going at your own pace. Obviously, if you're going lighter, you'll get more reps in. That's fine. And if you're heavier, squeeze out more for form than repetitions. Just past halfway. Good. One more. Let's do it together and up. Let's get our ladders, our ladder climb. Arms are straight up. I'm not going to talk through this one because I always mess it up. Elbow down, opposite knee up. Maybe that's where we get all our likes, all our views. I speed it up a little. I'm gonna push it the last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat. We'll take care of the fronts of our thighs now. Foot back, knees down toward the floor. Scoot your hips up, more in line with your knee, and then sink your shoulders back. That little bow in your back, unless it hurts you, that little bow in your back is going to give a nicer stretch to the front of your groin area where we do our the muscle that pulls our knee up. That's good if you're a big walker or hiker or biker. This is the muscle to take care of. When you're ready, switch to the other side. Scoot the hips forward a little. Point the knee down. Knee back a little bit. And breathe into it. Let it just sink. Slowly come up. What do we got next? We can stay in the chair. No, we can't. Sorry, my bad. We'll do a squat, but then we'll do the pull down. So I'm going to go real light on these. This is where your arms go up, your butt goes down, pull, pull, stand. Okay, so the butt's going to go back first, bend those knees, sit into it, pull, pull, pop up. So it's power on the pop, control on the arms. Good, perfect. If the shoulders are bothering you, go more out up by your forehead level instead of overhead. Whatever your body's letting you do. 5 more seconds. I'm going to get one last one. Good, weights down. We'll get our skiers. Shake it out. Big breath in. Feet are together. Get ready for the swing and step. Sink into it. Make sure those knees bend so you're absorbing your body weight. Eyes at the camera, not at the floor. Keep the back straight, the neck safe. 10 seconds. 5, 2, last one. Ooh, let's stretch our chest and shoulders out. We can go back in the chair. If you want to stand at the wall, you can do this behind you at the wall too. I guess Terry will be in the chair. I'll use the wall. That way I can manipulate my arm up and down to get different angles of the muscle. Good, and switch. Again, sink into it as you breathe. Exhale, just let it all fall. Okay, what is next? We can stay in the chair if you're in a chair. I'll get some light weights. We'll do our push and pull backs. Let me show you from the side. My elbows are up, my back is straight, my feet are grounded. Push, squeeze, pull, squeeze. About 10 more seconds. 3, 2, last one, and down. Let's get our fast feet. So draw an imaginary line or use an actual one. A lot of people shuffle their feet as we get older. We kind of forget to pick up our feet and find yourself scuffing the floor or tripping over something. So this is a mindful way of to hike that knee up just a little so you can clear something underneath you. Eyes are forward, arms are out for balance, hips are low for support. I don't care how fast you go. It's more for that mind-body experience of legs and where you want to go, how they land. Get 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and finish up here. Feels good on the thighs too. If you're low enough, you can feel that burn. All right, let's stretch the front of our shoulders now in our upper back. So we're going to pull a straight arm forward. Let your neck relax, let your shoulders relax. Let neck nice and long. Wiggle your fingers a little. You can even gently lift up if it's okay and down, just like we did with the chest. We did our arm with the chest on the wall. Just to get those tiny fibers. Anybody ever had a shoulder injury? Very intricate muscle. Couple recovery breaths. This is the last one. So we'll do our hurdle step with a lateral lunge and add a bicep curl to the end of that. What do you think? Okay. So we're going to act like we're hurdling over something, right? Like we did with the straight line. We're going to hurdle over something, step to the side, bend a little. You don't have to go all the way deep. And when you come up, you curl. Back down, hurdle, step down, back up. Find your groove. Give you a little extra time since it usually takes 10 seconds for me to figure out what I'm doing. Five more seconds. Last one for me. Weights down, you can stay up or sit down for this one. Either way, you're going to work the sides of your stomach muscles, arms up, foot out to the side, and crunch it. So that doesn't mean turn your upper body to meet your knee. Still, your upper body is nice and tall. You want your elbow to meet your knee, not your shoulder. Nice and strong tree-like stance on that one leg. 5 seconds. Hang on. 2, 1. If you're doing it right, you can really feel it. But you're going to feel it if you're doing it wrong too, but no matter, right? Okay. 5 seconds. A lot of balance today. 3, 2, 1. Don't stop moving. This is the time you get your heart rate down, back to normal. Whenever you're ready, Terry.
All right. So like Jess said, just keep moving. Moving your legs, sort of letting your weight go from side to side or front to back, moving your arms. We're still moving these big muscles, the chest and the back and the legs. And paying attention to your breath, letting your breath slow down Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Bring your hands at about a 45-degree angle to the floor. And gently, slowly pulsing back. We're just gently pulling the shoulder blades together here. And then bringing the hands in front, sort of crossing one hand over the other, kind of grounding the upper back, going in the other direction. Keeping moving, keeping your legs moving, slow, high knees. Maybe sort of twisting a little bit towards the knee, bringing the knee midline, twisting the shoulders a little in the other direction. Breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth, through pursed lips. And even as your breath is slowing down, seeing if it can be such a gentle out breath that if you were blowing out a candle, it would just flicker. You wouldn't actually blow it out. Sort of rocking, taking a split stance, rocking from one foot to the other. We're moving the hips in these big muscles in the legs. The other foot in front. Moving front to back. Using the chair once again to doing these stretches that Jessie was having us do. So just letting the feet come back, letting the hips go back, knees bent, letting the head drop. Slowly bending the legs and bending the knees and extending and bending one knee at a time and kind of leaning into that. And then coming back toward this plank posture and then letting your hips sink down. Breathing here. Couple of deep breaths once again. Letting the hips come back, letting your head come down. And then just stepping one foot forward and bending that forward leg while leaving the back heel on the ground and just feeling that stretch in the back of the leg and that calf. And then switching legs, bringing the other leg forward, bending that forward leg. Keeping the back heel down and just sinking into that a little bit. And you just decide, how far apart your feet should be just to get a stretch. Mostly you're going to feel that in the calf. Moving, slowing down. Taking a breath once again, as we did in the beginning, putting your hands behind the back of the head, pressing the head forward as you push the head back. This is kind of at the lower part of the skull, relaxing. Maybe doing that one more time. So often our neck winds up in a funny position, relaxing that. And then with your hands under your chin, pushing gently up with your hands and down with your lower jaw. Let your mouth be open a little bit. Because here we're again strengthening the neck and relaxing that. And coming on back and let us know what you think.